This is my assistive technology assignment for Brandon University, class 677. First, what is assistive technology? Assistive technology, also known as for short as AT, is any item or piece of equipment that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of individuals with disabilities in all aspects of life, including school, work, at home, and in the community. And assistive technology ranges from low-tech to high-tech devices or equipment. This quote by Metz from 2000 says, "Ideally, no person with a disability should be denied the opportunity to obtain assistive technology and transfer its inherent potential into viable, life-fulfilling endeavors." So first, to talk about low-tech versus high-tech. Low-tech assistive technology are devices or equipment that don't require very much training. So typically, they're also less expensive and do not have complex or mechanical features because you don't need the training. So some examples just broadly here are magnifying glass, handheld magnifiers, large print text, using paper and pen to communicate, canes and walkers, reachers or grabbers, specialized pens or pencil grips, digital hands-free headsets. And then high-tech assistive technology refers to more complex devices or equipment that have digital or electronic components. So they may be computerized, and they will likely require training and effort to learn how to use them, and they typically cost the most. So real quick, some examples are power wheelchairs and scooters, digital hearing aids, computers with specialized software, digital hands-free headsets, voice-activated phones, and Bluetooth recognition. And then I included also some tech that's in between. So AT devices are equipment that range in the mildly in the middle of the continuum, may have some complex features, like they may be electronic or battery operated, require some training, but are still relatively inexpensive. So here are a list of those, like talking spell checkers, manual wheelchairs, electronic organizers that most of us have on our cell phones now, closed captioning on the televisions, amplifiers, books on CD, mouse, keyboards, things like that. So first, to talk about assistive technology for communication and language needs. Low-tech options would be visual communication books, so even PECs, which I will talk about on the next page also, pencil grips, enlarged lined paper, magnifying paper, alphabet charts, and magnifying glass again. Some high-tech options would be communication devices such as AAC devices, and ProLogo and Dynavox, which I'll also talk in the next page, other speech output software, and digital hearing aids. So for the picture exchange program, it helps students or individuals communicate, and it's relatively cheap. It's $60 roughly, or the other visual strategy kit is $89. And you can even create some of your own like picture exchange programs, as you can see on the diagram there. You give them the sentence stem, and then they choose what they want for that example. For ProLogo, this obviously is a program that you need training for, and it is sort of expensive. It's $249, and that's also a program that you would need to use on an iPad or a computer or even a smartphone, although those are a little bit smaller. And this is for individuals who cannot speak or have limited verbal to help them be able to communicate. So assistive technology for cognitive and academic needs. So in general, assistive technology compensates for students' skill deficits in their areas of disabilities. So utilizing assistive technology does not mean that an individual can't also receive remedial instruction aimed at alleviating the deficits. So such as software designed to improve poor phonics skills. But also a student could use remedial reading software as well as listen to an audiobook for assistive technology. And the research actually does show and support that assistive technology can improve certain skill deficits, including reading and spelling. Additionally, AT can increase an individual's self-reliance and sense of independence. So individuals who struggle in school typically can become dependent on parents, siblings, friends, or teachers, like their peers, for help with things. However, using assistive technology, they can be more independent, because they won't need the person, they can use the technology. So some examples of low tech for cognitive and academic needs: spell checkers, pencil grips, dictionaries. Even though some dictionaries are online now, that still counts. It'd be free. Wristwatches to help keep track of time. So you could get a cheap one anywhere up to expensive like Apple Watches. Checklists, again, those are free. Multiplication charts, graphic organizers for writing, audio recorders, so recording the teacher's lecture, audio books, such as an app called Audible to get those books, and then slant boards to help with the writing, and then flexible seating, such as wobble stools to make the learning more accessible. In terms of high-tech needs, there's text-to-speech software such as CoWriter and speech-to-text software. So one where you can talk in and it types, and one where it will have the things on the screen and from websites read to you. Word prediction software to help with typing, alternative keyboards, FM listening systems, and then information and data managers. So again, to kind of help with some of that organization. So there's an app called Memo to Me, which is free. There's Palm, which is also like a handheld thing. It's really small, the size of a credit card. That is a little more expensive, but helps with reminders and organization and things like that. And then an app called Watchminder. Additionally, for more low-tech need is Audible, where you can listen to audiobooks. It is a little bit more expensive, though. I think we're 3 audiobooks a month for $14.95. Where on the other hand, Snap and Read and CoWriter requires some training. I feel like the price is actually a little bit better because it's an extension. It's compatible with many different devices and programs, and it does work with Kindle and Google Docs, Newsy LA, and most websites if you have it. So a personal account is $3.99 a month, where an educator account is still $3.99 a month per student. And you can find that at snapandread.com. And like I said, really easy to download. It makes anything you can find on the internet. You can get read aloud. You can change the speed. It just doesn't work on PDFs. So just a heads up on that one. Assistive technology for community-based instruction. So the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act mandates the provision of both assistive technology services and transition services for students with disabilities, including those with ASD. So when a student with a disability requires assistive technology in order to accomplish one or more functional skill, the use of assistive technology must be included in an effective transition plan. So low tech, in terms of like at home, in creating independence, like toaster ovens, things that are easier to use. Again, timers. So it could be a timer on your phone or a handheld timer. So the price range there varies. Having a color-coded system to help with organization and find things. Online calendars, which you can oftentimes find for free. Phone with speed dial. So again, setting some speed dial for emergency things in a cell phone. Creating checklists. So again, those are free. And also to just help with the independence, like bathroom aids, such as like a bench or a grab rail, things like that. So again, for the more high-tech needs, power wheelchairs or a vehicle with a ramp, stabilizing aids, so like grab bars, ramps to get into places, labeling devices, tactile maps, accessible GPS, and some navigating apps, which I found one here called Blind Square. And those just help individuals get around the community and navigate the community more independently and safely. And then as well as I included AAC devices on here, because if an individual has a hard time with speaking, then obviously getting around the community and transitioning would be kind of difficult. So using those AAC devices as well. So to continue, Blind Square is one of the most widely used accessible GPS apps, and I thought the price was pretty reasonable. And so I have a picture of what the app looks like, and it's $39.99. Then here are my references for containing all of this information.